What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. We have some crazy Roblox news. So, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button. We'll get into this. Oh boy. Oh boy, after everything this month, this has to be the funniest Roblox news ever, dude. This has to be the most hilarious thing. David Baszucki is pitching Roblox as a dating site. Bro, bro, is this why they didn't ban Teddy right away? Like, what in the world? Um, like, this is just hilarious. It is just hilarious to me how Roblox is like pitching this. Oh man, they really want us to find our girlfriends on Roblox, dude. Like, girlfriends and boyfriends. Like, holy cow. But yeah, so this article was published 4 days ago. I'm gonna read it and break it down. Oh boy, this is something, dude. This is something. So Roblox as a platform is very unique compared to anything else on the market. The best comparison to the game is the modular nature of Fortnite's community-driven maps. However, Roblox has already been doing this for over a decade, and yes, that's true. Roblox came out before Fortnite. Fortnite came out in what, 2015? And yeah, I would say Roblox is a unique platform. I feel like there's a lot of drama that kind of spurs around Roblox compared to like other games. But yeah, it's definitely unique. I agree with that statement. Roblox, after all, is a fan-driven environment, making it a lot more adaptable to modern trends. That's a little controversial in my opinion. Let me tell you all why. I wouldn't say Roblox is fully fan-driven. Not after the Hatch event and after the Haunt event and after Roblox creating events that fans don't even want, bro. Like, oh my goodness, you say it's a fan-driven environment, and yeah, sure it is based on player count, but like, actual events, not really. Except for like the stuff the individual developers in each game do. Like, RB battles, I would argue, is fan-driven. But is the Hatch fan-driven? No. Is the Haunt fan-driven? No. Any Roblox event that Roblox has like created isn't necessarily a fan-driven environment. Like, and I mean, making it a lot more adaptable to modern trends, sure. Okay, I agree with that statement. Like, I was going to show this later, but yeah, as you guys can see, Steel Brain Rot, yes. Girl Garden, yes. I would say that it is definitely adapted to modern trends. So I would agree with that. Like Roblox's Squid Game adaptations, whereas Fortnite is now just hitting a collaboration with Squid Game. Roblox's own Squid Game adaptations were able to gain rapid popularity a few months back because the community created versions immediately following the second season's release. And yes, that was cool. You know, I enjoy playing the Squid Game clones. They're fun. And Netflix even created their own game. Like, they didn't take down the Squid Game games. Instead, they supported it by creating their own. And honestly, that is something cool about Roblox. You know, it is cool that Roblox is a little bit trendy. Because if Roblox itself isn't necessarily trendy, then it'll kind of tank in popularity a little bit. If it's just kind of the same stale old thing. And that's what's good about Roblox, is that it kind of has that, like, fluidity to it for it to, like, progress and everything like that. You know, like, the games, of course, on the platform, you know, some of them, of course, stay popular, like Jailbreak, like Piggy. But there's other games that eventually get popular on the platform as other ones kind of fall off and descend a little bit. And I'll admit, you know, that could be beneficial for Roblox to keep it fresh, despite it not being as beneficial for individual game developers. Um, in a recent podcast interview with Tech Stuff, Roblox CEO David Baszucki explained precisely what metrics Roblox has been hitting. Along with the expected child-focused audience appeal, games like Squid Game and Dress to Impress, he also highlighted his continued vision for Roblox as a more adult-oriented platform. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that Roblox is a little more adult-oriented. You know, I mean, I feel like a lot of, like, people my age, a lot of people that are a little younger than me within that, like, high school range, I would say that they play Roblox a lot. And I really think that, you know, Roblox becoming more adult oriented is a good thing, especially as, especially as Roblox's core audience since 2006 also kind of gets older, you know. So I really think that it being more adult oriented is a good thing. Although I wouldn't say it is necessarily now. like especially with games like Grow Garden and Steel Brain Rot that kind of appeal more so to the younger generation. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily adult oriented yet, but in the future, if it is, like that'd be awesome. You know, like games like Squid Game, and I don't know about Dress to Impress really being an appeal to adults. I mean, I guess it could be, but I wouldn't say it is necessarily. Squid Game definitely. Dress to Impress, I don't know, but cool. You know, I do like how David's kind of aiming for that. For quite some time, Roblox has sought to capture age groups much older than its expected audience. After all, when you think of Roblox, the first thing that likely comes to mind is probably something along the lines of your nephew playing it on his iPad or family laptop. I mean, I guess. I mean, the first thing I kind of envision is kids on Grow a Garden, you know, in internet cafes. That's what I envision in my head, but I mean, yeah, I suppose so. However, about 2 years ago at Roblox's 2023 keynote, around the 1 hour 40-minute mark, I love how they have it down to the mark. It's just like, that proves how credible this article is. The fact that they have it down to the T as to when he said it, that is wild. I mean, of course they don't have the seconds, but they have the minute roughly, which is cool. They expressed their goal to enter the elusive 17 plus market. A specific objective was to turn Roblox into the next dating hub for adults. Oh boy. See, the funny part about this isn't even that he wants Roblox to become more adult oriented. The funniest part about this is the dating. The funniest part about this is the dating. Because, of course, with the whole, like, Teddy situation, right? I feel like that kind of spurred some Roblox with dating. And the fact that David's advocating for Roblox dating, it seems counterintuitive, but it also seems kind of funny. But I get what David's kind of trying to do, though, is he wants Roblox to be a non-inappropriate dating platform. I can't wait for Roblox Tinder, guys. Roblox Tinder is going to be great. Oh boy. But still though, I like the vision that David has. With, it becoming 17 plus. My plan was to actually do a stream of doing 17 plus games, but here's the thing though, I feel like my audience, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. The only problem, I guess, with doing a 17 plus Roblox game stream is I would probably have to make the stream 18 plus, maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, because my plan was to do that like a year ago. My plan would have been to stream the Roblox 17 plus games, but instead I didn't. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I don't know. But anyway, and there aren't really any 17 plus games that I know of that are that popular too. That's the other thing. Is David seems to be pushing for Roblox to be more adult oriented, but there really aren't any 17 plus games that are popular. Other than like Roblox Tap, that's the first one I think of. But even then, I don't even, what is it, On Tap? Even then, I don't even think On Tap is that popular. It's probably at like 100 or maybe 500 players. Yeah, it's like 213 players. That's the thing, there aren't that many 17 plus games. Because those games, the hard part about them is they won't necessarily gain traction. So, I mean, it's understandable that David, of course, wants to appeal to a more mature audience, but at the same time, that's going to be hard to perform and pull off. And even thinking about it, just how busy people that are 17 and older are. Like, jobs, college, all that stuff. Even thinking about that, that's why it's so hard to pull off having a popular 17 plus game. In my opinion, is just because, as you get older, you get busier and all that. Roblox and dating? Obviously, some alarms immediately sounded with people worried about the fact that most of the users were under 18. But to be fair, Roblox has done a good job of ensuring these features only reach the intended age group. Ooh, controversial statement. I wouldn't necessarily say so, not especially with games like Public Bathroom Simulator. Is that still up? They banned that, right? I think Public Bathroom Simulator even shut down. And I suppose most of this isn't even... Okay, well, part of it might be somewhat Roblox's... No. It's not up. No. What is this, a clone? Bro, is this a clone? Is this a clone of Public Bathroom Simulator, or is this actually Public Bathroom Simulator? I thought we were done. With public shower. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm clicking off this page. Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, see, so like, I wouldn't completely agree with this statement because there's still games like Public Bathroom Simulator because developers set the age rating. And I think Roblox also sets a recommended age rating, maybe if the developers don't set one. So like I feel like Roblox moderation still needs improvement. So I would not agree with that statement at all. Only reach the intended age group. More like the unintended age groups. But okay, well I mean maybe they've done it partially with like on tap, right? They've done it partially maybe with the more, maybe they've done it with a few. But have they done it with it all? Probably not. But yeah. And then Bazooki explains the platform's most current barriers to ensure 17 plus audiences are sectioned off from the rest of the user base. Okay. I guess I will say this. Any game that is 17 plus, like in general, because what's Public Bathroom Simulator? Is that set to everyone? See, the main thing is I feel like Roblox needs to kind of like, I feel like they're the ones that just need to set the age rating. Like, I feel like having individual developers set it is not the best thing. But yeah, what age is this? Suitable for everyone. Why? That should be a 7. See, this should be a 17 plus game. But anyway, so you know, I feel like maybe that's a good solution to this is just have Roblox set the age barriers. Like on tap is fine. You know, on tap is 17 plus. No one necessarily that isn't 17 plus has access to it because on tap is a 17 plus game. But like, I really think that maybe Roblox setting the age ratings and taking the reins a little bit in their moderation is actually the smart idea here to keep games from like Public Bathroom Simulator that's supposed to kind of be a more mature game. You know, kind of like have all the younger kids see everything. And yes, you do need to submit documents like an ID to prove your age. Okay. So, I mean, there is that. So I suppose that's good. So I suppose for individual players getting into 17 plus games, I guess, I suppose verifying if individual players are 17 plus is good. But the bad thing, though, is like the actual game rating system itself. I think that's the main thing that maybe Roblox has faltered in. And I think that, you know, maybe changing something like that would be good. However, if you played Roblox's fan-made Squid Game creation, you could tell that at least some of the voice chatters were children, likely taking their parents' ID to get past the restrictions. Also, I guess voice chat is it restricted for 17 plus? I thought it was 18 plus, but anyway. Oh, wait a minute, I think they changed it from 18 to 17, but I mean, okay, see, like, this is true, I guess. See, so I feel like the main issue is just Roblox moderation getting a little bit better. So we do need that. You know, like, yeah, like using your parents' ID. I mean, that is kind of an easy out to, you know, having to wait till 17 and, you know, like I feel like Roblox just needs to crack down on this. Like even on like Creek streams and other YouTuber streams, of course, too. You know, there's children using Roblox voice chat. And like, I mean, like that's kind of an issue. You know, that's kind of an issue because, you know, of course, if you have children using Roblox voice chat and then you have other people like swearing and stuff, you know, children get exposed to stuff. And, you know, the environment on voice chat isn't necessarily the best for them. So, like, you know, this is definitely a huge issue on the platform too, I'd say. The idea of having a dating community on Roblox isn't entirely insane. Bro, what are you talking about? I guess it isn't entirely. You know what? I'll give that to you. It's not entirely insane, but it's a little insane. It's just funnily insane. Like, I'm just thinking, even after the Teddy stuff, David still wants Roblox to be a dating game, and I find that so funny, bro. I mean, I can imagine. I can imagine in my head, dude, what Roblox will be on about. Oh man, it would just be hilarious. Oh gosh, bro. It would be hilarious if Roblox became a dating site. Alright, imagine if it just became the next Tinder. Ooh, this is a possible girlfriend you can communicate with on Roblox. Scroll until you find the right one. That'd be hilarious. But I mean, I'll admit. You know what? I'll admit. The idea of having dating on Roblox is a cool idea. It is a cool idea. You know, it would be cool. You know, but it would also be so weird at the same time. just having like a bunch of couples dating on Roblox instead of in real life. But I guess it's understandable though if you want, like, you know what, here we go. This is a fair point. Okay, this is a fair point about this. Long distance relationships. That is what would be really good. Because see, here's the thing, right? If like there's two people that only live like a few minutes away from each other, and I mean, I guess this also depends on like their schedules and things too. I mean, I feel like it's fair for them to go on a few Roblox dates, but like if they don't live too far away though, just go on dates in real life. I feel like they'd be so much better than a Roblox date. But like at the same time though, I could understand, especially for like long distance relationships. I feel like dating on Roblox would actually be really really good. The only thing though too is like weird impersonators or and all that stuff. But like, I mean, I guess it's not a terrible idea. It's an okay idea. It's not a terrible idea, but still. As Roblox wouldn't be used to find dates, but rather to facilitate people. Oh, okay. Hold on. I should have read this whole thing. I'm sorry. Okay, facilitate people already in relationships. Okay. Okay. All right, that makes sense then. Okay. So Roblox won't become the next Tinder. Thank you. Thank you, Roblox. They're not becoming the next Tinder. Okay, good. As the CEO explains, I think a lot of people who are too afraid to go on a real life date might find it easier to have a virtual date to start. Okay. Okay, so he says this, though. I think a lot of people who are too afraid to go on a real life date might find it easier to have a virtual date. Okay, David. All right, I agree with you on that statement. So I guess maybe it's just like a confidence thing. You know, like he wants to kind of alleviate people's fears of dating by having them date on Roblox first. And okay, fair enough. Fair. What is going on with these ads? Get these off my screen, dude. Get these off my screen. I'm trying to film a Roblox video and I'm getting ads about 24-hour moisturizing body wash. Okay, anyway. Similar to communication platforms like Discord, online dating is a very significant modern market, and capturing that audience with interactive 3D spaces is a commendable goal. Okay. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Like, I find it odd if people date on Roblox just a little bit. It's just a little bit funny, I suppose, but okay. And then we got Roblox as a wellness platform. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, Roblox is a wellness platform. One continued goal that the CEO has posed is the idea of Roblox as a platform not only for gaming, but also for mental health and wellness. And I'll admit, fair point. You know, he wants to, like, de-stress people and alleviate people's, you know, problems. Good. 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 For one, Brazuki continued his idea posed earlier this year that if a parent is uncomfortable with their child's use of Roblox, they should simply not let their child use it. As a father himself, he expresses how in his own life he still feels uncomfortable with his kids in specific situations, stating that I'm not comfortable having them at the end of the dock right now without a life jacket on. But yes, solid analogy, and I'll admit, having the parent restrictions on Roblox for children is a good thing, you know, especially for games like Grow a Garden with loot boxes. You know, I would say the Grow a Garden does have loot boxes, you know, you do have to, like, get the plan and things like that. Like, I'll admit, you know, having the child restrictions is a good thing. You know, that way children aren't necessarily too addicted to Roblox and, you know, they can focus on things like that. But, you know, fair point. And I love the analogy. That's a good analogy. But at the same time, he expresses how this type of technology is coming. Can we do this in a way that is more simple and higher quality than any other company could? And so it really seems like Roblox is giving it their best attempt to do so. And I'll be honest, I think Roblox does have the potential to become a better platform. But once again, it's just a matter of them making sure to moderate things well. And it's hard, too. You know, I'll admit, it's hard for Roblox because, you know, they're such a big platform that it's hard to contain everything at once. I think that is the one weakness of Roblox, is that they have such a massive audience, they have such a varied audience, that it's difficult to moderate everything. Like Fortnite, I feel like its moderation is solid, but Fortnite has only like 1.2 million players. Roblox is like 30-something million now that it's peaking at. And I think the thing with Roblox is that it needs to like catch up on their moderation, and that's difficult for them because of the overwhelming player base that they have. So, you know, but I think if Roblox can like contain their moderation more and spread it to like everybody on the platform, like moderate everybody as much as possible. Like if they're able to like, you know, contain their like 30 something million people audience and like moderate everything, like add more moderators on, like hire more moderators. You know, maybe that's a solution to this. Is just hire more people on the mod team to kind of like regulate everything. Because I think if you do that, I think maybe more people is just the solution Roblox needs. Is if you have more people going through and moderating everything, then that'll make life easier. For Roblox, I would hope. In this podcast, you'll see the goals of Roblox not only for dating but also for education. Now, this is good, honestly. This is actually good. You know, Shovelware's Brain Game is a popular education game on Roblox. And it's solid, you know? Like, if Roblox can be used for education, honestly, that's really good. Because, of course, everybody has different ways to learn, right? And I really think that, you know, if, like, a child's best way to learn is on Roblox, like, that'd be really, really good. So I like this idea. However, one question I would like to pose is that many of these goals, such as those for 17-plus dating, have yet to be achieved. Roblox still has numerous goals and ambitions tied to social spaces like the metaverse. Why did you have to say the metaverse? Why? This gives me flashbacks to 2021. Actually, Faye was great. Alright, the metaverse event was actually fine, but like... metaverse, bro. It sounds corporate. Which aim to become a separate space for people to interact. With the metaverse losing momentum and Roblox's stock declining... I actually didn't know this. Their stock is declining, despite the amount of people they have. That's actually nuts. That's actually shocking to me. Roblox's stock is declining despite its popularity. That is actually crazy. That is actually crazy. I wonder why. I don't know why their Roblox stock is declining. Maybe that's why they've been pushing these events so much, though. Is maybe they're trying to get their stock back up, yet they're kind of failing because, you know, the community doesn't necessarily like events like the Hatch. Anyway, I wonder if these goals are truly achievable and if Roblox will ever be able to split from the child-focused audience that has defined it to this day. And... oh boy. And here's the thing. I don't think Roblox... I think Roblox does have the potential to split from its child-focused audience somewhat. However... I don't think it's ever going to split from it completely. Because look at the amount of players that are in games like Steel Brain Rot and Grow Garden. And yes, I know I keep using them as examples. But these games are specifically geared, I would say, towards children. And games like this on the platform, here we go, that are like geared towards kids, I have a feeling that's like never going to end. Like, Roblox is always going to have kids on the platform playing games. But I think the key to Roblox becoming a more successful game is not only its moderation, but making sure to kind of like, you know, make the platform, promote the platform as diverse as you can. Promote the platform as diverse as you can. What do I mean by that? Try and maybe make more mature Roblox events some of the time. Maybe try and make some more child-oriented Roblox events. You know, like, have an event team that just, like, creates events for different types of audiences. And then maybe, perhaps, if you do something like that, you could get more mature people on the platform. But you can also get more child-focused people on the platform. And then you can make the best of both worlds and get the game itself more popular. I really think that something like that would be good. That would be good for the Roblox platform. That would be good, I think. Is trying to appeal to the younger and older audiences simultaneously. Try your best to do that. Because you're never going to lose the child-focused audience, I don't think. There's always going to be games that are related to children, because they've been on for years on Roblox. But, and especially too, this is important for Roblox's progression, is if you don't have a child-focused audience anymore, and if you only have people that are just getting older and older and older, Roblox might start declining as a platform, because you're not going to have a new audience coming in. Like, we've had this Gen Alpha audience for a long while now, and I really think that if Roblox can focus on bringing them in, but also focusing on maybe more mature events. I just think if they do the best of both worlds, it'll turn out good. I think it will truly turn out good. But yeah, guys, that is my little breakdown on this article. I was going to go over more news, but I think this video is pretty long, so I'm going to wrap this up. But thank you all for watching and sticking with me. This was a good video. It's also, like I said, it's also pretty funny how David Baszucki is promoting Roblox as a dating platform. But if you all haven't yet, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I'll catch you all next time. Peace out. Woo.